My name is Alvin Brown. I'm a tax attorney. I'm at the law firm of Alvin Brown and Associates. Today's talk will be on Irish tax liens. There's nothing more important in anyone's life than if the IRS sends you with a tax lien, because the tax lien will stay there until your Irish debt goes away. And even after the Irish debt goes away, the credit agencies will keep it on your credit report for the next 7 years. There's a lot of misinformation about tax liens, and I'm here to help clarify it. The problem with tax liens is the Internal Revenue Code. The Internal Revenue Code says very simply, if you have a tax debt and it's not paid, the IRS may file a lien against you on all of your property and property rights. So there it is. It's very simple language in the Internal Revenue Code. It says if you owe the IRS some money, they have the right to file a lien. It's a discretionary statute. However, the IRS normally applies it, and they apply it even if it's counterproductive. Counterproductive meaning that sometimes it hurts their ability to collect revenue from additional taxes, and it hurts the taxpayer. It's a killer. It's a killer because with the tax lien, you can't. For a small business, it's going to be very hard for the business to survive with a tax lien. A lot of businesses close because of a tax lien. So it's a vicious thing that the IRS does with regard to those liens. And they do it capriciously, and they do it arbitrarily. In the case of an individual, it's going to be difficult in these days because of the quick reporting requirements to rent an apartment, get a job, any other kind of credit. It's very pernicious. And worse than that is that the IRS manual suggests that they should file a lien if a taxpayer owes more than $5,000. I view that as legislative. I just think that's an abuse of their discretion to mandate something that the IRS should do, all the time. In its intent, the Congress literally says when they wrote the statute that they can do it, they don't have to do it. The IRS writes a rule that they have to do it, although sometimes they don't do it. So there's still some contradiction there. But when I ask about a tax lien, the answer I'm going to get is, the Internal Revenue Manual says we have to do it. So that's the practice of it. The liens, though, can be withdrawn in one situation. If a lien is withdrawn, then it is treated as if it has never been issued. It's a discretionary statute, and it's difficult to get that done. And that's 6323J of the Internal Revenue Code. Without reading the whole thing to you, it does say that if the lien's going to create a hardship, you might be able to get it withdrawn. And it also, if it's the mutual benefit of the taxpayer and the IRS, you may be able to get it withdrawn. In practice, it's a high threshold. If anyone tells you they can get a lien eliminated, withdrawn, it's a bunch of junk. Don't believe it. It's sometimes, there's a procedure to appeal a lien. If there is a lien and it's filed for the first time, within 30 days you have the right to appeal it. The problem with the appeal is that they'll never take the lien away. The appeal gives you a right to submit an alternative to collection. An alternative to collection would be an installment agreement, an offer in compromise, innocent spouse relief, one of those actions. But in the appeal, they're never going to remove the tax lien. So I think personally the IRS is over the top in their capricious filing of liens, sometimes without weighing factors, sometimes without thinking of how it's going to impact negatively on someone. I mean, after all, if it's going to hurt somebody's ability to get a job, what is the sense? It doesn't make any sense to me. And if it's going to hurt somebody and their ability to get a job, gosh, buy a house, pay more money for interest if they do borrow, it's just an awful thing. What has come to my attention, though, there's a lot of people out on the internet who say, hey, I'll get rid of your liens for you. Nonsense. They can't do it. So I would urge you to stay away from those people that will give you misinformation about a tax lien. Now, I will always appeal a tax lien because a tax lien is filed because there's a tax debt. Because there's a tax debt, then I'm going to be interested in taking the appeal to submit an offer in compromise. If the client doesn't qualify for an offer in compromise, they're going to want to get them into a tax lien. When we do an offer in compromise and we get rid of the tax debt, the IRS will release the lien, but the lien will stay on your credit report. So the release is good, but the problem for most people is the credit issue. It's particularly heartbreaking for me when I see them do that to an ongoing business. We have profitable businesses for one reason or another. They're laying on a tax debt. The IRS nails them with a tax lien, and all sorts of bad things happen. They lose customers, lose contracts. They can't get financing. If they have some ongoing financing, sometimes that's pulled. That's particularly true when there's account receivable financing. The factors will normally, remove their financing, and that's going to bring the business down, cause the business to fail, cause the business to terminate employees. So what I've been trying to do personally is to get Congress to pay attention to IRS abuses in the lien area, and I've done this through the IRS forum. The IRS forum is www.irsforum.org, and there it's my suggestion. It's a place on the internet. It's a nonprofit organization. There's no membership fee. If you have a lien and it's unjustified or it's hurting you in some way, upload it to the IRS forum. My sense of it is that if we have a lot of people uploading data, at a certain point, the size of that data is going to create a media story. If the media identifies this as an abuse, then Congress will hear about it. Of course, the public will hear about it, and perhaps we can get some relief from this thing. But in the meantime, understand that if you owe the IRS any kind of money, it could be $10, they have a right to file a tax lien. And anyone who says they're not, well, sometimes the IRS will hold back on it or use it as a carrot. Give me, all your money to pay your tax debt, and then I won't do it. Or give me part of the money. These are not credible promises by the IRS. They normally will file the tax lien, and they use the lien to just get people to bring them in some more money. If they have the money. In any event, the IRS is not very credible on their promises not to file a lien. I thank you very much for listening to me, and I'm sorry for this very informal ad hoc discussion on tax liens. If you have any questions on them, my name is Alvin Brown. You can reach me at 888-712-7690. My extension is 106. Or you can reach me in my email, ab@irstaxattorney.com. Thank you very much.